Yo, 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 yo. What's that breath? Yo, 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 yo. We're glad to have you guys in this great space. We are your hosts.
Mandy,
Candace.
I'm Brandon. Thank you guys all for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, getting the videos out there on a daily basis. We do appreciate the love and support from the bottom.
Don't sound
of
so
our hearts.
grateful.
What do you mean?
it's the end of a work day, guys.
Jeez.
We're all tired.
Yo,
We're
brown
beat
still.
out. Huh?
Brown still.
We're tired. We're beat out. It's the end of a day,
Yeah.
and as you can see, we're doing one of our so very much loved car episodes.
Yeah. And, you know,
Wow. Is that me? Oh my gosh.
so yeah, no, pause it.
Let's make it stay.
Make that dead. Make that stay. Anyways.
No, but my phone never rings. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
What is it?
In the bigger part.
Yes, guys. So this episode
That's wild.
is about
That phone never rings.
the workplace and Chinese work phones decides to ring.
Oh,
what time is it? It's after
After
6.
hours,
After hours,
yeah.
me not answer. I do not answer phone after hours.
So, guys, that's so fitting because what we're gonna chit chat about today is it's not necessarily workplace woes, but it's just really like balancing the workplace.
It wasn't me. This thing wasn't ringing.
Was it my
It
phone?
wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't
That's
mine.
what I'm saying. It's on vibrate. It never rings.
I don't know,
It's not
man.
mine.
Anyway, yeah. So,
Anyways, yeah. So we're talking about just managing the workplace, the whole workplace environment, the world of work, and how we as Christians, in our own respective ways,
And even
manage
young
it.
people too.
Mhm.
Because there's a thing about being young in the workplace, and
And
people
Gen
do
Z.
treat you differently
Mhm.
when you are young. It doesn't matter what position you have.
we define you.
When
Gen
you
Z.
are, I would say 30
and
under.
under. Mhm.
In the workplace, you're infantile. 30 and under.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
use a word before, you know.
In the workplace, when
New
you
word, store it
are
up in your brain.
when you are very young, I've been in meetings and I've had interactions with individuals, and the first thing that they say to me, "Oh, you're fresh out of high school, man." I'm just like, high school?
22. That's crazy.
Yeah. And they have a habit of little girling and little boying you when you are that young.
I've never experienced that in the workplace. So I maybe because as a guy, you get there, they're like, all right, you're here. This is what you're going to do. I don't think it's the same for a girl. I think it's a different.
It's a different experience
The
for girls.
workplace, yes. Because if you're a girl, they're gonna be like, yeah, maybe the IT brother's gonna come over and be like, anything wrong with the PC, anything this and that. Yeah, it's like pretty annoying. Yeah. So I think it's different.
It's different for a young lady. That's why even as laughing and as smiling as I am naturally, at work I don't run that. Especially if I'm meeting men for the first time.
Nah.
You cannot be like that.
You can't be showing all your 40.
No.
I think the moment guys see you smiley, they take that as like, okay.
They wouldn't take me seriously if I didn't hold as stern a face as I do. Because it's just like, if I'm here giggling and laughing with you, you think I'm a kid, I'm a joke. I am easy to impress and I'm easy to...
I don't think it's the same way though. It depends.
I feel like it depends on the maturity level of some people, in all honesty.
But some guys,
I have to hold it stern.
Because you have people that know that, okay, outside of work, you are still a normal human being that does things. But you do have some people that they like to see when new fresh blood come in, like mosquito, I wait to see who them can is either take all of your energy, suck all the creativity out of you, or try to drag you down some way,
or they like
romantically or
they like to try and set a precedent of just introducing a topic and then just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. That's why I'm just like, I have to hold firm. I have to be strict with my face, especially when I'm meeting men for the first time. Over time, you can learn that, I'm chilling and whatever, but it's work. Let's be serious.
I think
now.
There's definitely a boundary has to be set 100% when you go to work.
I think it depends on the first conversation you have.
I mean, in everything, I think boundaries have to be set at work because there's a fine line between when people mistake your kindness for weakness, as well as your kindness can sometimes, or your niceness can be seen as a lack of confidence. Confidence, or even professionalism, because some workplaces do expect you to be 100% a robot, in all honesty. Not all workplaces have that culture and environment where everyone is, oh, we know when we have time and we can sit down and laugh around. Some workplaces, your 9 to 5 is strictly do your work, business. We're not in that.
Mind the business that pays you when you're on my time.
Yeah. And at the same time, there's always where
you mind the business that pays you.
From I started my summer jobs or before that, people in the workplace, when you go somewhere new, will always tell you, say, be careful of who you get close with, and whatever, because you do have wolf in sheep clothing everywhere you go. But in your workplace, trust, people want to be your friend, or people will laugh with you, and behind your back, they're not really there for you. People want to see you do well, just not better than them. So like all a promotion is coming up or something like that. Don't open your mouth.
Yeah, don't open your mouth about promotion.
People want to see you do well, just not better than them.
Yeah, especially if it's somebody where they're long. Especially if it's somebody where they're long. You will have some dinosaur where they're at the workplace, and them don't want to. Especially if you're new and you're coming up and you're getting the recognition and people are seeing your work and seeing your achievements. They are not here for it. They don't want to ever experience that happening while they're there. And these are the times where you have to pray to God, because trust, the enemy can show up in many forms at your workplace. And you have to know how to go in at the bathroom sometime by your lunch break and bust a quick prayer to God. Because if you're not mind sharp, you'll open your mouth to somebody or do something that God will not be pleased with.
Especially it's like, see, the scripture says try the spirit. Like, see, sometimes you have to say is not them.
Yes.
You have to
rebuke unclean spirit that's in them.
That's true.
You have to know how to respond, because the workplace, especially like when you have ideas, you don't want to share your ideas so fast, because you don't know. Because alright, so some persons may not care about their workplace, but you have other persons there who care, and sometimes the people who don't care have the best ideas, and the persons who does care will be like, I hear that. I'll propose that. You see me? So yeah, as I said, be careful, and be careful what personal information you share at work too. Because
that's a boundary that man was talking about.
Yeah, be careful, because I'm not gonna say not to say who you are, but they don't need to know a lot. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what kind of persons what they're involved in. You know, because spiritual warfare is a real thing. So you don't know what they're involved in. They're doing. And I'll say personally, I've seen men at work, where I used to work or wherever, see men at work and how they would interact with women. You see, personally, I don't touch. I'm not the touch guy. You see me? I got touch my girl and like, oh boy, and I touch them and all these things.
You see them, those things.
I don't do.
In my mind, instant creep. Because why are you touching me?
Especially if I don't know you like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
the overly friendly guys. I tend to stay away from.
Not just guys, the overly friendly.
Women as
well. Guys, let me tell you something. When you go to your workplace, it's almost like an environment like school. These are new people with different personalities. Everybody's trying to achieve their thing.
Some people are here to actually work.
In this particular environment, money talks, right? And everybody's looking forward to that. Please. Everybody is looking forward to them paycheck, whether it be fortnightly or every month.
25th.
And you cannot allow someone to get in the way of that any kind of time. This economy, it's no joke. Econo money, it's not a joke. You can't allow, and it's so easy for you to, like, I was going to say commit a crime. It's so easy for you to breach your HR code of conduct at your workplace. You will think that what you're doing, oh, nobody na notice. Or this a little something. It is not. And people don't understand. HR has eyes and ears everywhere. It's not just when you step out those doors. What you do on your own time is you, but at the end of the day, if you can see now from social media, guys, earlier this week a woman came on TikTok and she made a video about how she don't believe that women over 200 pounds should be doing Pilates. Pilates is a form of exercise, guys, that tests your strength and your flexibility and all of that stuff. And that video alone garnered like millions of views, and people saying that, of course, that she's fat shaming and being mean, because she was being mean in the video.
Is she a smaller woman?
Yeah, she's a little bit on the smaller side, but she's not an experienced Pilates person. It's like her first few times going. So that video alone would have gotten her fired from her job, as well as gotten her membership revoked from the studio that she was doing her Pilates, simply because she did a run her mouth. And it was on her time. So this is why we are saying you don't understand sometimes how much what you do outside still affects it. You're still representing your company in some way. It's like when you're going to school. Say when you leave the compound, even though school over, you're still in your uniform. You're still representing the school. You're still representing your company.
They're not gonna know you as XYZ.
Okay,
Smith,
thank you.
XYZ
right?
Palmer, you are going to be that school student.
If you go missing, it's going to be, oh, she was an employee of such and such place, or she attended this school. You know, so it's like a digital footprint. You can't afford to allow
don't let
unacceptable behaviors
get the best of you,
influence you and disrupt your way of life
and drag you out of your character. Don't do that. Don't allow those kinds of situations to take you out of your character and have you acting foolish on Trump's internet. Because really and truly, what's happening on there, it really is his. You get me? Don't make these situations drag you out of your character.
Make sure you complete your work for the day, because you'll have, what was it? You'll have some persons like you come to the cubicle or the desk and you'll talk to them like, oh, look at you, they don't work. So make sure you complete your assignments. Make sure you complete the task, you get in the work, and you don't waste your boss time.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the work,
especially as your time,
especially as a Christian, like you're representing the rest of us. So you want the image that you bring across to your employer, you want to be respectful, to make sure you get your work done, and you're also persons at your workplace should know that you're a Christian.
You know what's a great misconception though, as they talk about that? People think that you being a Christian at work mean that you must just be a standoffish person.
No,
and so it's complete opposite. Let me tell you, Brandon spoke in a few episodes back, that you have to be a people person as a Christian. You can't be closed off. You can't be
according to scripture.
Yeah, if you're introverted, exactly.
You have good news.
If you're introverted, we're not saying do a complete 180 and go off the wall. We're saying allow yourself to be seen
and heard.
Try to be a little social. When I say do it for the entire 8 hours, the entire 8 hours you're at work, you can dial it back. You know.
Yeah.
Give yourself a little time to interact with people, because at the end of the day, your entire time there, I'm sure, will not be spreading the news. You're actually building bonds with people there. You are really, contrary to popular belief, you build lifelong relationships a lot of times from your workplace. People meet their spouses at their workplace. So don't close yourself off and say, oh, everybody here is toxic and whatever. You may never know. Your personality alone may be enough for someone to want to go to church, for someone to say, hey, maybe I can try this fasting thing, whatever. Because I remember when I was doing fasting at work, 3 people wanted to join me. Did they make it through? No, but it's they were willing to try. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate them for listening and understanding when I explained to them what it was about, right? So your time spent there don't have to be you being serious with everybody and you being judgy or
you live on this world, so you have to interact with people. And
100%.
you have to, and in interacting, you engage in office activities. Even if you're introvert, all right,
volunteer for stuff.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. There's no way you work at an organization and nobody can speak about
you.
And the only thing they will say about it is she don't really talk to them, but she's don't let that be you.
Do that.
Don't let me because you're.
Work and as work done, she can't. Really know nothing about her too.
And I can understand the work life where you're probably in a space where you don't really want to be in. It's not really moving for you, but I think
that's still a moment for you to prove yourself and your capabilities.
We mess up in the act where because I'm working here, we think that nothing gonna go on. But no, you have to branch out. You'll be surprised as who does this, and who works here. Who does this on the side, and you create connections, and you can say, say this and this, so we can do that here, and then you work together and make some money. So you have to step out in your workplace, and as a Christian, people should know who you are. And I've said like this: not everybody's gonna know off the bat, because they're not looking in your eye and say Jesus.
We're not all gonna have those deep conversations.
Yeah, and I say go right. And I think it's how you speak, it's how you carry yourself, and persons will see a difference. Obviously, I have blocks, so not my person go think say I still say me praise, but them man did a long time. Them man on a power, you see me.
Did Silla serious from dead after 3 days? Talk quick.
No.
Talk quick.
No, say sorry, 3 days.
Okay.
Go 3 days. Them man did a very long time. Skeleton on the ground and them thing there, brother.
Come go worm, name up and everything. Right.
So, you see me? That's what I'm saying. Person should see it on you. And that's what I'll say as well. Even when persons see that you're a Christian, just remember not everybody is. Remember, alright, put it like this. You're basically sending out a notice or an alarm to everybody. So you're waking up everybody and whatever they associate with. So if they are a Christian, maybe somebody else, so there's somebody will walk with some unclean spirit, and boom, you're the target of their fixation. So you have to be wise when you say you're a Christian at a workplace. Be wise that persons will come to you and be like, oh, you sure say you're a Christian, this and that, and I'm gonna question you, and then some person will try to draw you out.
Christians are not always beloved.
So you
and that's just
you know what's funny?
And you have to know drawing out, don't take draw out.
Don't take the bait.
I feel like some people would know say no nonsense. Like at work, people know that I'm
it depends.
Sort of like a funny person and very quick witted and feisty in some way. But say don't approach me about certain things.
I think sometimes it's even how you respond to the questions that they ask. Because it's like if somebody says, I believe some church people are hypocrites and all, and it's like, yeah, some of us are. What about you? Like you see when you don't have to respond, but you see when you respond, it shows them, oh, you're not like the rest. So you have to stand up. I'm saying when you stand out as well, when it's just like some persons pray and say, I want the whole person pray and say, when I step in the room, them I'm gonna see God and I'm gonna see the light and know see me a Christian. Virgin, you don't know.
That's not how it works.
You don't understand. You don't understand
the target that you're putting on your back, but that's just how it goes.
You gotta pray for coverage though.
That's just how it goes. So make sure you set yourself up in a position where you're at work and you're stepping out as a Christian. You be out there. You don't have to be the one on the mic all the time, but persons should know
them for start an idea, say. Or like even if there's like a sort of engagement and somebody says, hey, let's aim it at Shanice, and then somebody will be able to say, well, Shanice a Christian, Shanice not really do them kind of something there. Versus if there's probably like all a conflict, somebody say, let's go to Shanice. Shanice a Christian. She will have she'd be a bit of mediator. A mediator to the situation.
Yes. Man, so guys, you just need to step out as Christians, and
have a discerning spirit.
Pray and cover yourself.
Pray, so pray, pray, cover yourself, read the Bible.
Yes.
As even more. Apply the word. And
ask God
be
for wisdom.
Open. And sometimes you're gonna be the only Jesus that people will see. And you just have to be used to that.
Remember who you represent.
And you may never know who you interact with, and you may never know what your words mean to them. So you might as well talk, step out, and get out of your shell. Dirty. That's it.
Thank you guys so much for watching this great space.
Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life. Get to know him today. And if you don't know him,
you're moving mad.
You're moving mad, bruv. Thank you guys all for watching this
great space.
Bye, guys.
Bye.